The time has come for a heartfelt flow. So get on your mat, pull up your yoga pants. Let's get going. Today's session was created to really loosen up the tension in the areas around the shoulders, the upper back, and around the heart. So when you're ready, see if you find your feet, and then start by just rolling your shoulders a few times. Maybe fix your hair a little bit like I'm doing, but really when you feel ready to do so, start doing some big shoulder circles just to warm up the area of your upper back, the upper part of your chest. And see if you can make a little bit of a nicer face than I'm making. I have a resting bitch face on when I'm recording this class because I was really not feeling great when I started recording. Just having done 108 Sun Salutations 48 hours ago, and also just having been to the gym and doing a killer workout with my legs. But let's see if we can feel better by the end of it. We're going to do just opening the side of the body now, the side of the rib cage. So bring your one hand to the side of your thigh and then reach your other arm up and over, and do that a few times. And you can follow with your breath, meaning that you inhale as you reach up and over, and then exhale as you come back to neutral and inhale to the other side. And we'll do that one more time to each side, just really feeling that you're opening up the side body. Beautiful. And see if you do a few more rolls with your shoulders, just loosen anything up, and then take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and start to do big circles with your fists in the air behind you. So really rotating through your hips and your upper body. The bigger, the better here. And see if you change direction and move the other way around, just letting all of that stuff, that tight stuff, soften. Maybe if you smile a little bit, it makes it better. See if you lean forward, inhale, come back up. Exhale as you fold forward. See if you can squeeze your wrists together, or at least try to squeeze your shoulder blades together. You can have that imaginary walnut between your shoulder blades, and see if you can crack it. And then see if you exhale and just hang out. Bend your knees and come back up. Roll your shoulders down, forward fold, bend your knees and come back up. And see if we do that a few more times. So bend your knees like a half squat, and then roll to come up. Really moving through your shoulders, where we hold all that tension and tightness and stuff. All right, see if you interlace your fingers again, put your hands behind your neck, keep your feet wider, feet pointing out to the sides. As you exhale, sit down as low as you can in a squat, and then try to bring your spine upright, and then come back up to standing. And we'll do that again. So bending your knees, come down into a squat, lean back towards your hands, try to widen your elbows, and then inhale, come back up. And we'll do that one more time. Come down into a squat, try to bring your spine upright, and then come back up again to standing. And see if you turn your feet forward. You can widen your feet just a little bit more again, and we're just going to reach from one side to the other. So one hand touches the shin, and the other hand touches the ceiling. You probably won't reach your ceiling, but you can try, right? It's quite nice sometimes to know that you won't be able to do something for the ego. Try, but fail. It's not always trying and succeeding. It's good. It's good not to. It's good to suck. Embrace the suck. All right, so turn your one foot out and then bend that knee, and then bring your elbow to that knee and the other arm up and over. You can see what I'm doing here. So we're just going to go side to side, opening up a little bit further into the hip here. We're just warming up now, just loosening up those joints. And if you look at my face, if you have time to look at my face, I am still suffering here. My legs are still like, oh my God. But I'm not a quitter. We're going to do this flow. Pull up your yoga pants if you need to. These yoga pants really slide for me anyway. See if you come to the front end of your mat. Reach your arms up and over, and then forward fold. We're doing a sort of fun version of a Sun Salutation. See if you take your left leg and step it back. Come down into a low lunge. Inhale your arms up and over, and then exhale, hands down the floor. Step back, plank. From your plank, you're going to lower your knees, your chin, and your chest, and then inhale to cobra, and then exhale to downward facing dog. And we'll be staying in downward facing dog for three breaths every time we come into downward facing dog. With your next inhale, step your left foot forward and reach your arms up over your head and back in your low lunge. As you exhale, bring your fingertips down to the floor, step your right foot forward, forward fold. And then as you inhale, bend your knees and roll up, all the way up, hands in front of your heart. And we go again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale as you fold forward. Forward fold into taking your right leg back, bringing your right knee to your mat, inhaling into a low lunge, arms up overhead. And this time, open your elbows, really widen your elbows. We call this cactus arms. And then from your cactus arms, bring your hands down, step back, plank, knees, chin, chest to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your 3 breaths. So this is what we're doing. We're basically going to add 1 pose each round until we get to 22 minutes. And it's going to be fun for you. How's your breathing? Take your right foot, step it forward, lower your left knee. Inhale, raise your arms over your head, and then exhale, cactus arms. Beautiful. Bring your fingertips to the floor, step your left foot forward, forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Let's go again. Round 3. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down and forward. Take your left foot this time. Step your left foot back. Lower your left knee to the floor. Inhale, raise your arms up overhead. Exhale this time, cactus arms. And then bring your elbows and your hands together. Twist over your right knee. Open your elbows really wide. Beautiful. And then see if you come out of that, bring your hands back up again, and then take your hands to the floor, step back, plank, knees, chest, chin, cobra, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. And it's so good, you know, feeling that slow, 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 how the yoga is working. Take your left foot, step it forward, bring your arms up overhead, low crescent lunge, widen your elbows, cactus arms, elbows and hands come together, twist over your left leg, open your elbows, and breathe. You're breathing, right? That's kind of the foundation to this whole yoga thing. See if you bring your arms back up overhead, exhale, hands to the floor, step your right foot forward, forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, round up all the way to the top. And then exhale, hands to heart. Oof, how is your heart? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Step your right foot back, right knee on the floor. Inhale, raise your arms, low lunge. Bring your elbows into cactus arms. There we go. Elbows and hands together. Twist over your left leg. Widen your elbows. And then lift your right knee off the floor if you can. If you can't, you can keep it down. But try to lift your leg. This is all about balance now. Balance is good for focus. Step back to a plank. Lower your knees, chest and chin. Inhale to cobra. And then exhale back into downward facing dog. And your 3 breaths here just to catch up, just to make sure that you are really breathing. Take your right leg, step it forward. Inhale, raise your arms up overhead. Widen your elbows into cactus. See if you bring your elbows and your hands together. Twist over your right leg, open your elbows, and then lift your left knee off the floor. Smile if you want to. Smiling is nice. Or you can have your resting bitch face on. That's also absolutely fine. See if you turn around, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Bring your left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, come up, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. And we're going to keep going. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale as you fold. This time we're going to step with the left leg. Very good. Lower your left knee. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale your arms into a cactus pose. Elbows and hands come together, and then twist over your right leg. Widen your elbows as much as you can. Lift your left knee. Smile if you want to. Now we're going to open our arms. So our right hand's going to be on the ceiling, and our left fingertips are going to touch the mat. Try to keep your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, hands to the floor. Plank, knees, chest, chin, cobra. Upward facing cobra to downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Just finding your breath, finding your flow. You don't have to keep your heels on the floor in downward facing dog. You can lift them a little bit. The most important part is that you try to push your tail up to the ceiling. So if you step your left leg forward, lower your right knee. Inhale, raise both arms over your head. cactus arms. Elbows and palms together, twist over your left leg, open your elbows, thumbs are right on your heart, and lift your right knee if you can, hold your balance, and then from here, open your arms wide. One finger touches the floor, the other one tries to touch the ceiling. See if you bring your hands down, step your feet together, forward fold. Inhale as you come all the way up, reach the ceiling, and then bring your fingertips together in front of your heart. Inhale as you reach up, exhale as you fold. This time stepping with your right leg back, lowering your right knee. Inhale to raise your arms, low lunge. Exhale, widen your elbows. Elbows and hands touch. Cross over your left leg, open your elbows wide, lift your right knee if you can, open your arms nice and wide, and then see if you can touch your fingertips or clasp your hands underneath your thigh. Ooh, maybe not. See if you come down into your plank, chin, chest to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And don't worry about it. I am still not able to bind on my left side. I can bind on my right side, but on my left side, 20 years later, I still can't do it. So there's no pressure. Inhale, see if you step your right foot forward, keep your left knee on the floor, find your low lunge, widen your elbows, elbows and hands together, twist over your right leg, open your elbows, lift your left knee, widen your arms, create more span and openness, and then see if you can go for the bind on this side. Beautiful. And if you feel like smiling, you can. You're invited to smile if you like to. See if you come back, fingertips on the floor, step your left foot forward, forward folding. Bend your knees a little bit as you roll up, standing tall. Beautiful. Bring your hands back to your heart. And again, let's inhale, reach all the way up and over. Exhale, folding down towards the mat. This time we're going to step with the left leg back. Lower your left knee. Inhale as you raise your arms. Exhale, cactus. Bring your elbows and your palms together. Twist over your right leg. Widen your elbows. Lift your left knee. Open your arms. Try for the bind. Even if you can't, just try. Yes, smile if you want to. Smiling makes everything a little bit better. Then see if you come up into a warrior two. So it's quite a lot of twisting and spinning to get into it. See if you step back, plank, knee, chin, chest. Inhale, upward facing or cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. So when you step back to the warrior two, you need to spin your back foot a little bit as well. 45-degree angle is what they generally say, but just so that you keep that alignment. So again, stepping forward with the left leg this time, coming up into your low lunge, opening your elbows, opening the heart, elbows and palms touch, twist over your left leg. See if you lift your right knee, open your arms, try for the bind, like a robot, like a tin man, like, or maybe you're pasta and you can do everything. See if you come into warrior two. From warrior two, fingertips on the floor, step your right foot forward, forward folding. Inhale as you round up. Exhale, hands to heart. We still got a few more of these. It's just getting fun, right? We're just getting warmed up now. Things are feeling looser. Fold forward over your legs. With your right leg this time, lowering your right knee. Inhale as you raise your arms up overhead, low lunge. Widen your elbows, open your heart, elbows and fingertips together. Twist over your left leg. Lift your right knee. Yes. Open your arms nice and wide. See if you can try for the bind. And then see if you come into your warrior two. Nice big wheel spin motion. And then into peaceful warrior. So your right hand on your right leg, left arm comes up and over. Bring your hands back to the floor. Plank, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths just for you to be with your body. Step your right foot forward. Inhale as you raise your arms. Low crescent lunge. Widen your elbows and then bring your palms and your elbows together as you twist to the side. Lift your left knee. Open your arms nice and wide. Check in for the bind. Smile if you want to, and then twist yourself into warrior two. Check your balance. Peaceful warrior. Yes, you've got this. You are a warrior. Can you feel it? See if you step your left foot forward, come into your forward fold. Take a moment. Inhale as you come all the way up to standing. Yes, 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 yes. We're not done. We're going to keep going. Inhale as you raise your arms. Exhale as you fold over. This time we're going to step back with the right leg, lower your right knee. Inhale as you raise your arms. Exhale, widen your elbows, cactus. Inhale, knees and elbows and hands together. Twist over your left leg. Lift your right knee. Open your arms nice and wide, T-shape. See if you can look for the bind. Maybe it's a little bit easier, maybe it's not. Warrior 2, like a surfer, finding your balance. And then peaceful warrior, and then from peaceful warrior, see if you extend your left leg straight and come into Trikonasana, and we'll stay here for a little more of a breath, really opening up everything. Then bring your hands down to the floor, step back, plank, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very good. Find your breath. Find your body again. Feeling your hands and your feet. Step your right foot forward, lowering your left knee. Inhale as you raise both arms. Exhale, cactus. And then bring your elbows together, widen and twist over your right leg. Lift your left knee, open your arms, T-arms, bind if you can, smile if you want to. Twist and flow into your warrior 2. Come into your peaceful warrior, and then find your Trikonasana, extending your right leg straight, trying to keep your arms in a straight T, and breathe. And then from here, see if you step yourself back forward to fold, and then inhale, raise your arms up over your head, bring yourself back around. Inhale as you reach up, exhale as you fold. Inhale as you step your left foot forward, lowering your left knee. Inhale as you raise your arms. Exhale, cactus. Bring your elbows and your hands together. Twist over your right leg. Lift your left knee. Open your arms in a T. See if you can go for the bind. Inhale, spin yourself around like the Buddha on a surfboard. Find warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Extend your front leg. Trikonasana. Beautiful. And then see if you turn your nose toward your knee. Turn your back foot forward and come into a pyramid pose. Beautiful. From here, the last challenging pose is a balancing pose. We're going to do a moon pose. So keeping one hand on the floor, the other leg is going to be perpendicular with the torso. So you staying really balanced just on one leg and a few fingertips. From here, last plank, knee, chest, chin. Inhale as you come up to cobra. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Last downward facing dog for this session, but not your last downward facing dog by any counts. Oh, how many downward facing dogs have I done? How much time have I spent sticking my butt up in the air? Step your left foot forward, lowering your right knee. Reach your arms up overhead. Cactus. Twist over your left leg. Open your elbows. Lift your right knee from the floor. T-shape arms. Look for the bind. Try for the bind, even if it feels like it's never going to happen, and it might not. Trying is also good for you. Come up into warrior 2, spin yourself around into peaceful warrior, and then look for Trikonasana, triangle pose. We love this one. This is really good if you have any kind of issues with your hearing. See if you turn your back foot forward, bring your nose towards your left knee, pyramid pose. And then again, this balancing pose. So one hand's on the floor, the other hand is touching the ceiling. The back leg is sort of perpendicular to your torso, so you're trying to keep everything in a straight line, more or less. Step your feet together. Inhale as you reach up and overhead. We're done. We're just going to do one little back bend before we let everything go. So if you bring your hands into your back pockets, maybe your yoga pants doesn't have back pockets, but you can pretend. Squeeze your elbows together and your shoulder blades and just lean back a little bit, just to kind of counterbalance all of that downward dog stuff. So just opening the chest, like you're trying to pop your heart out of your chest cavity. And then see if you just come to standing for yourself, standing by yourself, standing up for yourself, and just feeling yourself, feeling how it feels to be you right now. Thank you so much for your practice. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to do a little bit of a shavasana or some type of meditation following this, I highly recommend it. Sending you love.